YouTube, good morning as well. Welcome back. Another fine day. Let's take a look at the stocks that I have here that are moving up, and from there we'll do some analysis and then look forward to a beautiful open. It's Friday. It's been a slow week, and I'm hoping we can see some really solid momentum today. Can today be my biggest green day ever? Is that something that's possible here today? Whilst I'm not going to go in with the expectation of that being the case, I am going to go in with the expectation of if we see something, I'm going to get aggressive. If not, okay, slow day, that's all right. But, you guys know how it is. We would all prefer for there to be something hot, something good. So, we'll see. I have three stocks. Shout out to Marcelo for the watch list here. We got three stocks that I'll be looking at. Let's see here. I'll write it up. So CRKN, which is currently up 27%. We also have DRTS and HE, which I believe was from yesterday, higher float stock. So those are the three. Will we get something? Maybe like a random stock out of the blue that kind of just, goes. It feels so good when there's a nice stock out of nowhere. Because the watch list right now is looking kind of soft. You guys know usually we want to see something like over 50%, at least a few stocks over 50%. So things are on the softer side right now. Yesterday I didn't make a recap and I forgot to post to YouTube. I posted everywhere else, but I was down like $20 yesterday. I was down 400, I think, at the end of the stream. The stream didn't finish because we didn't hit the like goal, so we had to shut down the stream. Today it'll be the same thing too. So guys, hit the thumbs up as you're tuning in. 200 likes by 9:45, so we can start hitting that thumbs up. Yeah, so I ended down like $17, $20 somewhere there. Slow day, just not really a lot to talk about besides AHI and the front side move that we had in those two different areas. Besides that, there's not a lot for what I like to look for. So CRKN. CRKN. I wish I could have had this thing on repeat here. So we got highs at 243. Guys, I sent a message to the team over at Momo. I'm waiting for a response to see what they tell me. I'm not sure why the gap scan is completely out of sorts these last 2 days. I have no idea what's going on. But anyhow, so we'll wait for them to get back to me, and by Monday we should be good to go. So I'm gonna get rid of some trend lines because we've traded this one before, but it's priced a little lower. I'm gonna check to see, did we have a split? Yes, we did. So this one had a split, went from 4 cents up to 247 and is currently pulling back. Popped up today. Can we get over 240 and then 270? 270, the high point of the split. And that was a pre-market level, so it'd be good to see us get back over that. Um, you know, Sometimes these splits can bring volume. It's almost like a halt. Sometimes a halted stock is under resumption, you see more volume. Same thing with like a stock that's, gotten a split. It's now priced in a higher area. Some people might find that attractive. It's also the company doing something significant to stay listed, things like that. So it brings about some news and, some activity. But is this enough, right? Is this enough, especially since it seems like we're going through a bit of a slow patch this last week and a half, right? Or the last week, let's say, right? These last 4 days. So what will it be? Is this good enough? We'll have to wait and see. But preferably, something that is, and I really like pharmaceuticals because over the years, I think those have just been the most consistent, biotech stocks as well, where it's like, hey, we have this new drug, we have this new, whatever it might be, phase 3 trial that's looking good. those companies I found over the years kind of are in play more and have like more of a significant move. But of course, that's not always the case, right? We'll have other sectors, other stocks, and then from time to time, there'll even be stocks in those same sectors that fail miserably. There's a headline and just sells off. So anything is anything, as always. Markets are not linear. Markets are irrational. So that was the alarm for screen recording. So we'll move on to the second stock here, which is HE. Slightly higher float on this one. Gave some opportunities yesterday. Today might be worth looking at again, being that it's popped up here in the pre-market. We got a high point of 15.19. So it'll be good to see this one, hold up. Right now we are having a hard time though pulling back. Lows around 13.18, so it definitely gives us big range. VWAP acting as a bit of a midpoint here at 13.97. Can we get over the VWAP level? And if we do, can we attack, 14.30 and get back to that high point? That would be good to see. So right over VWAP, we want to see it hold up and push through 14.30. Can we get back to the highs? So this is a stock that sold off recently, from like $40 all the way down to 10 or so, and it's been kind of jumping back up. Usually the effect of you dropping a ball from a pretty high place, the ball kind of bounces up a little bit and then, drops, bounces, drop, bounces. So maybe today we get another pop and drop or something, which could provide an opportunity. But of course, as always, we'll have to be careful, depending on who's watching what. Some of you guys are probably watching the large caps. I know some of you guys are trading options. Right, it all depends on what everybody's looking at. But this is the one that I will be looking at, right? Especially CRKN, I think for me will be like the leading stock here. DRTS lastly. I mean, look at this stock. Jeez. This usually a stock like this wouldn't even make the watch list. But on days like today, where it's so slow that we're so far down on the scans, it's actually something we're considering, 451, a high point yesterday at $5. This one maybe does something. It comes down to volume again, right? Will we see good volume? 433 is the 200 EMA, which we're actually below right now. Yeah, we'll see. I'll take it slow today. I think for me, I'm just gonna have 1,000 shares max size. I don't even right now. I don't care to use any size because size is something, almost like a privilege where things have to make sense. I feel like things have to make sense in order for size to make sense. If not, I'm not making sense. And when I'm not making sense, I'm just losing on all the trades. And with big size, I'm losing even more money. So small size for me, and until something proves itself that it can move and it's holding up, then I can get involved with some more size. And AHI did that for the front side of the move actually yesterday. If AHI didn't sell off with that big red candle and could have hold up the pullback and tried again for like another move up, just like that, AHI could have been like a really, really hot stock for everyone, right? And in terms of just momentum, right? Whether we capitalize or not is on us as the traders, right? But in terms of the sake of just, can we look back and say that a stock went up and held up its levels? AHI could have did that, but unfortunately, it wasn't quite the case. So, as a 2-minute warning just went off right there. Let's get the other one, CRKN, back on screen. And let's see how it goes here today. So, I'm going to take it slow. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait. And once I see the opportunity that I want, then I will attack. Other than that, I'll be taking it easy. Remember our disclaimer, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that what I'm doing here is not financial advice. Remember that I am not a financial advisor. I am not an economist. I am not an accountant. I am none of these things. In fact, I'm a non-professional trader, right? I do not have a broker's license to trade. I'm just someone who kind of figured out how to trade without actually going through a professional, program that the people on the New York Stock Exchange does. So remember that this is not financial advice. This is just me trading. And if I wasn't live streaming, I would have been doing this anyways. So remember to not try and copy trade. That's just madness. Trying to copy trade, hey, this guy is buying, so I should try and buy. This is the wrong field for you. You should remove yourself from this field immediately if you're doing something like that. That's just to be as straight up and forward as I possibly can be, because it's complete nonsense to do something that silly. Remember and to be careful of the impersonators. There's a lot of spam, a lot of scammers. Be careful down in the comments section. Be careful on Discord. Be careful on all social media, TikTok, Instagram. A lot of fake accounts, a lot of people pretending to be me. Remember to stay safe out there. And let's see what the day has to offer. Here's the open. CRKN. It's a cheap stock, so if it does happen to be strong, we can use some size. Other than that, we got a low of 14 and a high of 19. Can we hold up here? No, we cannot. 17, 16. The chime is kind of loud. Let's take it off. By the way, if you're using DAS, just remember to be careful with like the integration that's going on with Schwab. Something to keep an eye out for. It's holding up so far. Actually, we had 16. Okay. So that was a 10-cent pullback essentially off the high of 25, which is not bad. So maybe it has more range, this stock. So there's 16 again. What's it going to be this time? It's 15. There's some selling. There's also some. Okay, bouncing again. I wonder if I might want to wait a little bit more. The new moment candle will be here in like 12 seconds. Can we see a new high out of this? Is this possible? The other one was the high 40. Hmm. Nine. HE was moving up a bit. I gave that one a watch, but let's see. 33. We're at 33 right now. HE. It is below the VWAP, but so far it's trying. This one though, a little sporadic at times. Again, maybe a little to do with that higher float. Time 26. Time. there's a huge bid. I'll add. Let's see if this can get back over 50 right here. But we see it. That's a big time buyer right there. 50,000 size. Well, we see the push back over 50. I thought it might have want to fill those shares, being that we're not seeing the pull away. But the order's still sitting there. There it is. We will fill those shares. Well, let's make sure it doesn't flush here. Let's cut that. Reduce the risk. Yep, it's going to flush. That was a good sell. Not good. The other one, on the other hand, is actually holding up for now. If not, I'd been down like 800 already. If I held that. So, CRKN, are we going to see a new high here? Disappointing. Good looking pullback too. Recent. Let's try this one again. So we got a high of 30, maybe a break of the high. It is part of the trick of, I mean, even a small float stock will also do that same thing sometimes. Just gotta cut the trades quickly. There's a small seller at 30. We're pushing about 700,000 shares per candle, which is quite a lot. Gotta be quick to get the fills, the desirable fills. VWAP is at 20. Will we need a 5-minute pullback? I mean, stocks are just so bad right now. I mean, you know, again, small size for me. Will we hold VWAP here? The range is somewhat limited too. High of 30, low of 20, you know, in terms of the recent time frame, even low of days at 14, we've moved up 15 cents in the last 6 minutes versus another day of trading where the stock will move up 80 cents in the last 4 minutes, you know. So the range is definitely very limited here today. So the VWAP dip is going to hold. The 5-minute pullback is not going to be that extended. We got a bit of a flat top at 30 here. What is it going to be? Could see a good move, but just so jumpy. It's, 30 then 25 and then 30 then 25. Why is it teleporting down as if there's not any bids in between? Let me get this off the screen, by the way. There we go. There's been a few that's gotten halted. Is this going to be worth it? WHLR. Halted at 36. 41.33 for resumption. If there's volume, that is. Let's come down to my 1K size. SL and G. Maybe not enough volume there. ADTX. I'm gonna watch WHLR here to see if it gains volume on the resumption. We're halted at 489. 41.33, so less than a minute for resumption. If this gains volume, I'll watch. If not, no trades. Thirteen seconds. 489. Volume's too light. Lower resumption too. The halt up is at 93. Volume not good enough there for me. Yeah, no good. Guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up for those of you tuning in on YouTube. Be sure to hit the thumbs up. Can we get up there to 200 likes? 200 likes. We got 400 plus people watching on, guys. Be sure to hit that thumbs up. Let's get up there to 200 likes. 200 likes by 9:50 to keep the live stream going. Can we do it? We're now at 118 and climbing. So CRKN, it's moving up. It's, maybe we get another 5-minute setup here. We'll see how this does. If it's a proper pullback, I actually could take a little bit of size. It's a couple cents. It's actually a decent setup. We'll see if it curls over time. time, 44:25. So our candle has 30 seconds. We did not see a bounce. I can re-average, but no, no good. Looks like it's failing here. Too much of a pullback. 15. Maybe it still holds. I mean, view up is 22. You know, playing the view up. The initial bounce is good, but right back down. Will we curl or will we just sell off? And I actually had my wrong share size just now. I tried for 2,000 and made a mistake. And should have been in with 2,000, not 4. But that's okay. That's not a problem. 4,000 shares is still small size, relatively speaking, on a better day though. 15. So the 5-minute pullback seems like it's struggling here. I prefer the candles to not close above below the VWAP. A slow day. The bulls are sleeping, sleeping and getting ready for the next hot cycle. HE, not really much here. So we're at like 400 bucks, similar to yesterday, I think, before we had to climb our way back. So nothing like a little bit of red to wake you up in the morning. But hopefully we get a good stock though. NEPT, let's see. This one's a little cheaper, might be a better option to watch indeed. Might be a better option. These, I think there was one yesterday that also gave a decent move. Yeah, nice flag and break over 20. Was that 29? Bad. But this one is also pulling back here, and will we hold up the pullback? I can take a starter. I'll just throw out a sheer order just to see. But maybe it comes down a little bit more. We'll see. Throw out a small order just to warm myself up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see, but we'll see. I'll keep a tight stop here just in case. $48, $45. Now this one is so cheap that I'll have to take some sort of size to make money, but I'll be patient. A little new to the stock, so I'm not gonna just jump in too aggressively. Gotta make sure I get a good bearings. The 1-minute candle will make a new high. Will be continue to surge here. There's 30 seconds left in the candle. Small bid. Even this could be a little too soon, but we'll see. I'm willing for the tight stops here. All right. I think this is good enough. I'll try again. Okay. So we'll see if it stops me out this time. If it does, well, to the depths. This is I mean, it's 30-cent stocks. This is not even a decent position, but it's okay. So we'll see. Or am I gonna get chopped out of this one too? 30. It's very mixed here. A lot of buying, a lot of selling. But I think that's the expectation there. So let's see. We'll see what it does. If it's a good trade, we can make like 200 bucks. If not, the risk is limited. Also, another 5-minute setup. We'll see if this one holds up. Time 51. Did we hit the light goal? Did we hit the light goal? It doesn't seem so, so the pastor will be out of here. 31. Well, as soon as I can take my hand off the buy button. So I'll wait. 30. And am I going to get stopped out? Yes, I will. Are we going to continue lower? VWAP is at 28, but I'm not willing to risk till 28. There's only 3 cents of reward back to the highs, potentially. And we're coming down some more. The last 5-minute pullback, on the other hand, down here, held up well, much better. And maybe this still holds. I can try again later, but I prefer not to have 2 attempts on the 5-minute setup. On the 1-minute pullback, I usually would take 2 attempts. So if it curls back up, I can scalp. Small bottoming wick, which is a good sign. But again, not willing to hold on all the way to VWAP. What I would have needed to do was to be in lower to have my risk, but I didn't expect pull back till there. But that's good. Previous high is 29, VWAP 28.50, 29.99 or 30. So either longer drawn out move to the downside, or we're curling up, either or. Hopefully curling up so we can get some scalps. For anybody that just tuned in, I mentioned that yesterday I didn't do a recap. I ended down 20 bucks or $17, something in that range. But yeah, we have not hit the light goal, and it is 954. So I'll catch you guys on YouTube in the recap, and I'll be streaming for MMU.